The Quick Lane Bowl. We move along to that. Bowling Green against Minnesota, and the Minnesota Golden Gophers 5-7, but they are a 3.5-point favorite here. Total is 39.5. This one's on Tuesday, December 26th, day after Christmas, at 1 p.m. Central Time on ESPN. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at it. Minnesota is a 3.5-point favorite. My full season numbers would have Minnesota favored by 1.54. Which is pretty nuts. Now, a lot of that has to do with the team talent and all that kind of stuff, right? Because you can look, PPA margin on the season, Minnesota is number 124. That's predicted points added margin. They're number 118 on offense per drive. They're number 97 on defense. Bowling Green, number 58 PPA margin, number 81 on offense, number 37 on defense. And this is an interesting one, because when you start like really diving into these numbers, the offense for Minnesota is terrible. They're going to have a third-string quarterback, and he's like the only guy on the roster. I think they'll probably have to play like a wide receiver if he ends up getting hurt for whatever reason. These are two of the slower teams in the country, number 130 in plays per game, as you can see there for Bowling Green, number 125 for Minnesota. Neither team likes to go very fast. Bowling Green, however, and again, the reason why these numbers are the way they are, the team strength, Minnesota is number 36, Bowling Green number 124. And so when you start to look at talent, it's just it's a lot different. Over the last 6 weeks, I've got Minnesota favored by 7.68. PPA margin, again, looks off. Minnesota number 118, Bowling Green number 20. Does Minnesota really want to be here? I mean, maybe. 3.5 is kind of a crazy number. It's come down. It was 5.5 when I made the sheets when this thing was first announced. I look at this. The Bowling Green defense looks good against the pass. But they're not very good against the run, and that is what Minnesota is going to want to do. Now, they've been running it nearly 55% of the time, but you start diving into, standard downs, PPA, and all that kind of mess, and Bowling Green should be able to get Minnesota behind the chains at least a little bit. You look on Bowling Green's offense, they're going to have some dudes out on defense, by the way. So these numbers not going to be quite the same for really either of these teams. But, Bowling Green on offense, last 6 weeks, these are raw numbers. Number 33 PPA per pass. Minnesota's defense, number 96 PPA allowed per pass. As far as rushing the ball, Bowling Green, fantastic, number 19. But again, there's going to be guys out. So what are these numbers really going to mean? Number 1 in stuff rate allowed for Bowling Green's offense. Number 119 stuff rate defense for Minnesota. All of these numbers point towards Bowling Green. There's a reason why the number's coming down. But I think this thing's gotten low enough to where I am expecting, I think Minnesota's going to cover the game. I think they're just significantly more talented. I think they're excited that they actually got to go to a bowl game. I am feeling it here. I'm going to take Minnesota minus the 3.5. I could see, and this could be super tight, but I'm seeing like a 21-17 kind of game, and 21-17 gets me a cover. So I don't trust Bowling Green. Their wins are over some of the worst teams in the MAC. Their roster is not great. I'm gonna trust PJ Fleck to get his guys up for this one. He's been great in bowl games. I think they're 5-0-1 against the spread in their last 6 bowl games. So Minnesota, yeah, I'll take them minus the 3.5. All right. Thanks for listening to Winning Cures Everything. Make sure and follow me on Twitter @GaryWCE. If you want to toss in a question, you can email me Gary@winningcureseverything.com. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.